Well, some of you asked for me to put this little video online. It's the song that I sang today to toast our outgoing officers at our church's annual meeting. So here it is. I think at this point the officers were coming forward and sitting themselves down in chairs. The music was cued, and we began. Little church in a quiet village, north of Pres in the APA. And right now, in our present meeting, it is time to say our thanks, our thanks, our thanks, our thanks, our thanks. Now these fine folks are here because God called them, and if you recall, you did too. It was right here in this room that you caused their gifts to bloom when you voted to ordain them to our crew. Do you remember that day? Standing up in front of the congregation, being elected and ordained and installed? It started something so wonderful. A great deal happens long before this meeting. The nominating people meet. They consider and they stew. In the end they pick a few, and then pop the question on someone like you. What's that, elder? You must be joking. Who, me? Trustee? I never thought. Hang on, deacon. What are you smoking? And thanks for asking, but I'd rather not. That's the answer we usually get at first. But then it's best to give people a little time to think it over. After all, Moses tried to get out of it. Isaiah said he wasn't worthy. Jonah ran away, and we all know what happened to him. No, I am quite sure eventually that we can convince you, along with a little bit of help from God, who is, by the way, quite good at these things and not easy to escape. Look, there he goes with a pacific smile. See how he glows somewhere within. When God chooses us to serve, though it takes a little nerve, it's a quite fantastic journey to begin. Oh Lord, what is this I'm learning? Now I see your church through different eyes. And oh, with a new discerning, I feel I must care for this place where such beauty lies. We thank these servants for their praying, dreaming, and all the doing that they've done. An amazing lot of work in our little tiny kirk is attributed to these fine few. They've done as much as they can do. We seat you here to say thank you a ton. How was that? Did you like it? Well, we're not quite done. If you can spare another moment before we elect our new classes and officially excuse you, I'd like to let the congregation admire you for a few more minutes. What form and what beauty. But then do the same thing to them. See how their souls are utterly stunning in God's light. Admire each other right back. God gives us to one another in love, and we rarely stop to appreciate it in its fullness. I know that life is never very easy. It's rare, in fact, to get a breath. God tells us all to rest. We ignore this rule the best, and we cram stuff in and work ourselves to death. But then, at times, God comes and calls you. Would you do this one thing for me? And when, right then, God comes and tasks you, He'll lighten up the rest of life. You'll see when we are one here in the Spirit, looking ahead with eyes of faith. Nothing in life can even get near it. There's no way to get closer to our Christ. You might find the call of your entire life. This is a thank you, but its point is simple. Our God is calling one and all. From the past we take our cue, but the future now is you. Let's be better than our former best, more blessed than we had been blessed, living a life of faith confessed. Our call Thank you.